15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I come back 2 weeks later. This person comes up and says, who's your hero? I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, so are you a hero? And I was like, not even close. No. She said, why? I said, because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero's always 10 years away. I'm never going to be a hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing.
Fuck clubs, fuck partying, fuck trying to fit in and socialize, rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird. Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you not clubbing? Like every time I text you and invite you to go do something fun and cool, you always studying. Because I'm trying to get it. Let me tell you something, homie. These women ain't going nowhere. These clubs, these parties, all this shit ain't going nowhere. The more weird you are is a reflection of how committed you are to focusing on your shit, molding and shaping and developing your ideas and your craft so that when it's time for you to make your rounds, you gonna fly.
Just get up and teach them instead of handing them a freaking packet, yo. There's kids in here who don't learn like that. They need to learn face to face. You just get mad because I'm pointing out the obvious and you choose. No, I'm not wasting your time. I'm telling you what you need to do. You want kids to come into your class, you want them to get excited for this, you gotta come in here, you gotta make them excited. You want a kid to change and start doing better, you gotta touch his freaking heart. You can't expect a kid to change if all you do is just tell him.
I'm tied up, hands and feet. I fucking hate the water. I sink like a fucking rock. But this is the one thing that almost stopped me from feeling my dreams.
We knew we weren't coming home from that mission. We were going to die. We're going to get shot down on the way in. We're going to run out of fuel and just be in Pakistan and live our short, miserable lives in a Pakistani prison. If anyone's going to blow himself up, it's bin Laden. We're not coming back. The guy that ended up in the point man position, taking me up the stairs of bin Laden's bedroom, he pulled me aside before we left and he said, don't take this the wrong way. I'm going. But if we know we're going to die, why are we going? Just legit. He wanted to say it out loud, and I said, that's a good point. We are not going for fame, and we are not going for bravado. We are going for the single mom who dropped her kids off at elementary school on a Tuesday morning, and then 45 minutes later, she jumped to her death out of a skyscraper. Because that was a better alternative than burning alive, because it's 2,500 degrees inside, and her last gesture of human decency was to hold her skirt down so nobody could see her underwear as she committed suicide. And she didn't want to do any of that. She wasn't supposed to be in the fight. We're supposed to fight. That's why we're going.
Should young men, though, all aspire to be like you?
Should young men aspire to work very hard, have no criminal record, become multimillionaires, protect and provide for the women close to them, be sovereign so they can stand up and have their own points of view in face of cancellation, be able to not be mentally intimidated when they go on national TV and there's traps set up for them? Yeah, I believe that confident, strong men who stand up and protect and provide for women are a good thing for the world and a good force for the world.
So I decided to live in my Audi TT in Beverly Hills, California, and I would just stand there on Rodeo Drive for 8-12 hours a day, just hoping to see cool cars. And then every evening I would park outside McDonald's, I'd edit my videos, use their free Wi-Fi, post the video, and then I would find a different residential street every single night to sleep in the car. And then I finally got my big break. There's an event in Sun Valley, Idaho called the Sun Valley Tour de Force. And that weekend I filmed a video called Bugatti Veyron Super Sport hits 246 miles an hour. The video got just over 1 million views in 24 hours. What's crazy is that one of those Bugatti Veyrons is this car right here.
Really?
It's the exact same car. Oh. I haven't said this story in so long. It's just like so crazy to think how you can be down and out and then in one weekend things can change so quick.
Is there any limit to your ambition?
No.
Or any limit to what you think you can achieve?
No. Well, no. Because I think right now, if I was to quit rapping and I said I want to go to the NBA, I would be in the NBA.
No, you would.
Yes.
No, you would.
Yes, I would.
No, you would.
Yes, I would.
Why would you think you could make it to the NBA?
Because I think I could do anything.
This is Tony Robbins' most successful quote.
Good times create weak people. Weak people create bad times. Bad times create strong people. Strong people create great times.
What's the easiest way to make money?
The first and most important thing is, everyone tells you that the first million is the hardest to make.
Right. Yeah.
So start with the second million. Right. Hello? It was supposed to be funny, guys. Come on, wake up.
It's Monday, cocksuckers. And you better come prepared, because they don't fuck around on Monday. Monday, most people come in, I had such a great weekend. Oh my God. Go fuck yourself. That was then, this is now, bitch. It's a whole new set of rules. It's Monday. If you ain't waking up with the taste of blood in your fucking mouth like a shark 5 feet from the shore, you fucked up. You understand me? Because Monday is when you go, everybody else is like, still from the weekend, you fucking go eat their fucking lunch. They don't even know. They're not even thinking right. But you're out the box like a fucking fireman. You understand me?
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What the is he talking about? When I was 15 years old, I heard a quote and I will never forget it. The quote is this: it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice.
Fuck them. You run this motherfucker. They can't stop you on a fucking Tuesday. How they gonna stop you? How the fuck are they gonna stop you? Get up off the fucking couch, look at yourself in the mirror, and just spit at the mirror. Fuck you, cocksucker. I'm going out there to get what's belonged to me.
If you died right now, would you feel accomplished with what you've done in life?
Yeah. Because a man isn't defined by the amount of money he made while he was alive. He's defined by the impact that he left. And the impact that I've left on the people that I've come into contact with has been positive, and I thank God for that every day.
You don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers, and you can take over a country. So we think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers, and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished.
3, 2, 1.
Be careful who you share good news with. That's a good one. Because you want to share good news with people who are going to be genuinely happy for you. And that's one way that you can identify those people who are really on your side.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need a package? Never. I don't ever give up.
That's unreal.
What on earth, even in 1,000,000 years of your wildest dreams, made you think you were gonna stop Andrew Tate?
They fired their biggest weapon at us. They looked at us and thought they have too much power, too much influence. Let's hit them with the most powerful weapon we have. Let's cancel them. Let's close all their accounts. Let's make them vanish. That's the biggest bullet they have. Imagine shooting a man with your last bullet and he stands there, unfazed.
Do I look canceled?
Everyone they've canceled so far ended up canceled, so they thought they could cancel the top G. It's the weapon that always works. They fired the bullet that never fails. It bounced off of my skin, and here I am. I still emerge more powerful than ever before.
So everybody's holding the boat and they're shaking, and I'm looking at that, and I turn around my booker and say, hey guys, it's time to fucking take some souls. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I go, you see all these fucking instructors out here? I want their fucking faces to go straight up fucking numb. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna start boat pressing this motherfucker. We start throwing this boat up in the fucking air, catching it, throwing it up and catching it, and we start yelling, can't hurt fucking boat crew too. We're yelling our fucking ass off, and they make us stop. I look at these instructors. Their faces literally look like someone took their soul out. I know where their minds were. They were thinking about themselves. Like, what the fuck just happened, man? I know me on Wednesday, I couldn't have done that.
How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail? The only thing stopping us is ourselves. Take one step in the right direction, and you're halfway there to making the dreams come true.
I would do anything to pass.
Anything.
Anything.
During my last pull-up record, I listened to Rocky 1, round 14. Rocky gets knocked down the corner. I listened to that. It's 2 minutes and 13 seconds long. I listened to it on repeat for 17 hours. Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail? The only thing stopping us is ourselves. Take one step in the right direction, and you're halfway there to making your dreams come true. How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail? The only thing stopping us is ourselves. Take one step in the right direction, and you're halfway there to making your dreams come true.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack it?
Never. I don't ever give up.
That's unreal.
During my last pull-up record, I listened to Rocky 1, round 14. Rocky gets knocked down the corner. I listened to that. It's 2 minutes and 13 seconds long. I listened to it on repeat for 17 hours. Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
It's hard work, because not hard for me running, it's hard for my brain. It's hard for my mind to wake up in the morning. Like last night, I maybe went to sleep at 2 because I watched a movie or something, and then you have to, the alarm goes 6:30. Mentally, it's so difficult to say, okay, I'm gonna go run. And your friend says, no, let's go play PlayStation. No, my friend, I'm gonna go run. But this guy will stay play PlayStation for the next 20 years, and you will be a professional soccer player.
You gotta change that shit, man.
Yeah, but you don't understand my life, dude.
Yeah, I do. That's the thing about it. I get that mentality. I once had that mentality, that no one understands what the fuck I'm going through. And if you keep that mentality, you're gonna stay in the same exact spot that you're in.
Nipple check.
Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. This is a good beginning of my plan to dominate the human race.